Hey y'all, welcome back to Smiley Said It. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how transphobes and homophobes are trash, especially if you're black, because that's another problem that I have in the black community. I'm going to elaborate on that. I am bisexual, but I have been mostly in relationships with men, if not all. I wanted to talk about this because yesterday was Trans Visibility Day. And I loved it. I loved seeing so many trans people post their before and after. It makes me happy because, to see so many people living in their truth in a time where so many people are hateful and just terrible. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to get teary eyed, even though I might, because it is so dear to me. Not only because I have trans friends, not because I worked with trans people, not because my older sibling is a trans woman, not because I volunteered um, in spaces that helped trans women get out of certain situations. It just breaks my heart to see black people in the black community, especially, right? Because I'm black, be so hostile towards trans and gay people, and even bi people like myself. I want to not make this video about bashing homophobes and transphobes only because I am, but this video is to dedicate my love that I have for the trans community and the gay community. This video is for those that are in less fortunate spaces where they can't leave or move out of their homes. They don't have the funds to fully transition, to live comfortably in themselves. The way that y'all be talking to trans women in the trans community, you would think that they're trying to literally snatch your uterus out of your panties and put it in theirs, when trans women don't even make up a large percentage of the population. Because of that, it's so crazy how we now have people saying, oh, but trans people want their own day, their own month. They want to shove their identity onto us. Who's us? Who's us? Black people? I'm talking to y'all. Who's us? Because black trans people exist. Are you talking about heterosexual black people? Are those the only people that matter in our communities? Is that what y'all be saying? Is that what y'all mean? That the only people that matter in the black community are cis heterosexual Christians, people that have to get married before they have babies. I don't hear a lot of the conversations when it comes to heterosexual men contributing to the femicide rate.
I want to know that. Okay. I really want to know.
That is the real concern. The concern should not be on trans women because they're also getting murdered by cis hetero men. Not because they just exist, not only because of that, it's because of a lot of men that claim to be cis hetero are insecure about their identity. And so a lot of them are afraid of getting caught up, whatever the fuck that means, when you should just be able to freely love whoever the fuck you want to love. They're afraid of getting caught up of being with a trans woman and being shamed for it. Let me say this. Nobody can shame you for something that you're not shameful of. No one can shame me for something that I'm not ashamed of. You get what I'm saying? You can't shame me for being child-free because that's my choice. You can't shame me for being bisexual because that's my choice. You can't shame me for being an atheist because I don't believe in a god or an invisible sky daddy. I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear all that.
No one can shame me for shit that I take pride in. And the way that the stigma of HIV and pedophilia is still associated with homosexual men is so fucking sickening to me, because what that tells me is that people believe that heterosexual men are safe just by default, just because they like the opposite sex, which is fucking asinine. It's treasonous. That is such a treasonous way of thinking, because we all know plenty of heterosexual men that are pedophiles in the media, in our families. Homosexuality has nothing to do with pedophilia. Do people even know what pedophilia is? I don't think people do. I don't even think what people fucking understand what homophobia is. People are like, I'm not afraid of gay people. I've seen people say, oh, I'm not homophobic because I'm not afraid of gay people. You're afraid of the idea of gay people having rights. You're afraid of the idea of gay people being able to share spaces and getting married legally and having the lifestyle that they choose to have freely without being threatened of their livelihood, without having their rights taken away. Homophobia is not just the idea of you literally actually being afraid of gay people, but we can make that a thing. We can make that a conversation as well, because there are people that are like, ooh, I don't want to shake hands with a gay man. I don't want no gay man hugging up on me. I don't want no gay man approaching me. Your masculinity is that threatened? A lot of heterosexual men don't mind approaching women without even knowing if they're heterosexual or not, because in a patriarchy, a woman being queer is irrelevant to a man's understanding whether she's desirable or not for him. Women exist for the appeal of men. We exist for the idea of a man wanting us, which is what they fucking believe. This is what the patriarchy has taught men. And it has taught men to believe that just because a woman exists and just because he exists, he has a right to be with a woman. That is a natural thing for him. And no, if a gay man approaches a hetero man and he doesn't know if he's straight or not, the straight man doesn't have the right to fucking be like, oh, well, why would you assume that I'm gay? Who told you I was gay? I'm not down with that F shit. I'm not down with that F shit. You know the word I'm referring to. All you have to do is say, no, I'm good. No, thank you. Because that's the way that y'all want us to respond to y'all when y'all cis hetero men approach us women, whether we're gay or not. That's how y'all want us to respond to y'all. You ain't got to be all nasty and rude. All you have to just say is you're not I'm just saying. The amount of shit that goes down in the black community from like black femicide being as high as it is, I'm telling y'all, we are focused on the wrong shit because hate never makes sense. Bigotry never makes sense. It just doesn't. No matter how you want to spin it, no matter how much in your mind you think you are correct and right and justified in your judgments towards the LGBTQ community, you are ignorant. You have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. And unfortunately, the indoctrination of your Bible has you messed up. It does. And I feel so sorry for women that are indoctrinated so badly that you would rather look at gay men as your threat than the man that you're sleeping with. I've never been harassed. I've never been assaulted or harassed by a gay man in my life. I've gotten into arguments with gay men, but never have I thrown them being gay in their face because it's irrelevant. Right? Why would I do that? Y'all can't help but throw someone's sexuality in their faces when you're arguing about something that has nothing to do with their sexuality. And I want to know why. You gay ass, you da-da-da-da. Like, why is being gay an insult? Why is being trans an insult to you? Like, why would that be? Not to you, but to those that, I'm talking to. Why is it that a trans woman existing in her own fucking skin bothers you so much? And referring to trans women as he, him, and, and saying you still got a penis as if trans women don't know what their bottom looks like. Not every trans woman wants to have bottom surgery. And not every trans woman that has a partner cares about their bottom parts either. Because it's not your fucking concern. It's not your business. You're not sleeping with them. So why the fuck do you care? You get what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand the idea of caring so much about how other people show up for themselves, where you can't mind your own fucking business. Even if that's how you feel, why do you feel the need to get your ass behind a computer or behind your phone and type the nastiest shit about people you don't know or about an entire group of people that you don't even fucking associate with on a regular basis anyway, I'm sure. Why do you feel the need to fucking just be hateful, but then turn around and say that it's not the same as being a racist? It is. Bigotry is bigotry. Bigotry is hate. It is so fucking fascinating that you have black people in the black community that so badly want to be able to look down on someone because we've been looked down on for so long and still continue to be looked down on. And it's crazy you want to fucking turn around and treat people that are trying to fucking exist and live in their own fucking truth. You want to act like the same white people that are fucking putting their foots on our fucking necks, literally. Y'all want to cause harm to the trans community and the gay community just because they exist and because your Bible says they're a denomination, like they shouldn't exist. What the fuck do you want them to do? What do you want trans people to do? Die? Like, where do you want them to go? Because it sounds like, I'm telling you, I can put this back on racism. Where do white people want us to go? We're from here. This is our country. This is our birthland. Like, this is our nationality. Where the fuck are we going in Africa? When they say go back to Africa, where the fuck are we going back to Africa? They can't even tell us because they're ignorant. That's what ignorance do. Ignorance is so loud these days that the louder an ignorant person is, the more they're going to have people falling behind them because they feel bold enough to do it. A transphobe and a homophobe know not to say the shit that they say online at their workplace. They know they'll get their asses fired. but they feel bold to come out on the internet and even approach people in the stores and in public that they don't know and give their own fucking peace of mind or opinion about someone that, like, lifestyle. Like, who the fuck are you? That's the point. Like, who are you? Like, who do you think you are? Where you can tell somebody how to exist, how to dress, how to show up for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And reminding people, I'm going to remind you who you are. I'm going to remind you who you are. You got a mental illness. And bitch, what the fuck do you have? You keep having babies and babies and babies with an ancient man. What is that? Is that a mental illness? You took him back after he gave you a STD. Is that a mental illness? I'm one of those people that likes to critically think, and I genuinely feel like the more I sit in my thoughts and really like question myself, it saddens me because I'm like, how the fuck don't people get it? Just let people exist. Just let people live. You don't have to fucking quote unquote agree with someone's lifestyle, which is, what the fuck does that even mean? Like when people be like, I just don't agree with their lifestyle. I just don't agree with their lifestyle. It's not for you to agree about. Like, what the fuck? Imagine walking through life feeling like someone has to agree with your existence. Gay people and trans people are not waiting for your fucking approval. They're going to fucking exist whether you want them to or not. That's the whole fucking point. So my question is, why don't homophobes and transphobes sit with their thoughts? Like, actually question, why do I hate this group? Who told me to hate this group? And why are you not questioning the person or the deity that told you to hate that group? I question the shit that I don't like. I'm like, why don't I like this? Why don't I like that person? What is it that ticks me off about this thing or this person or this situation? Like, what made me upset? That's called emotional intelligence. When you can actually sit and question shit and be like, I'm really mad for nothing. It takes work though. You would have to want to do that. You would have to want to sit down and actually question your thoughts. You can't like the Toni Morrisons of the world, but you're homophobic and transphobic. That makes no fucking sense. You can't like the likes of Black scholars that we love celebrating every February, but, you know, on a regular basis, to be honest. Nikki Giovanni, you know, you can't celebrate these people's work and then turn around and treat people that look like you like shit because they don't practice the same sexuality as you. Like, what? I don't get it. The Black community really has to do better. Not to say that white people aren't homophobic or transphobic. Obviously they are. A lot of people are. You know what I'm saying? In different groups and races, but I'm Black and I'm speaking to Black people because I'm Black. And I see how traumatizing it is for Black trans and Black gay people to exist in a community of people that shame them and even cause harm to them. T.S. Madison, who is a trans woman that is in the media, and I love her so much, was harassed. And she's been harassed for years, but she had the DL Whisperer, that whole situation really made me fucking sick to my stomach. It made me so nauseous. To know that Black women, Black cis hetero women, were donating to this fucking DL Whisperer dude who is now locked up right now for stalking T.S. Madison, and who said that he would do it again, and if he gets out, he's gonna cause harm to her. That type of shit is crazy to me. For Black women to donate to a man in order for him to harass and stalk another woman who just so happens to be trans just for existing, that's a mental illness. That's a mental illness, to donate to a GoFundMe to a man, nevertheless. A gay man, but nevertheless he's still a man who's transphobic, to harass one woman. And it was two other trans, Cherry the Bomb, I think her name is, and Dominique. I don't understand having that much vitriol towards people that done nothing to me. I don't understand. But again, I'm telling you, when you have penis in the center of all of this, man, in the center of all of this, that causes a lot of hate. It does. Because let's keep it real. If those trans women were straight, you know, cis hetero men, these women wouldn't have a problem with him beating other women's asses. Y'all are so hell bent on protecting identities, but yet have the nerve to fucking try to destroy someone else's. Like, I don't know. I can talk about this shit all day. Maybe I'll make another video about this, but I just wanted to give a shout out to all of the dolls. Shout out to the dolls, shout out to the gays, shout out to the bis, shout out to everybody in between, and just live your life. Fuck everybody else. Who cares what people think? To be honest, seriously, who cares? Who cares? Y'all are crazy. I don't fuck with transphobes. I don't fuck with homophobes. I don't. Yeah, those type of people are not around me. They're not in my circle. I don't fuck with them at all. This is a safe space for the LGBTQ community, and I said that in a video before. I'm not playing around. If I see some comments that are disgusting, I will delete them and I will block them. Be respectful. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. But people have the right to live and exist in their own skin without you throwing your fucking religion or your Bible in someone's face saying that you're living a wrong life. No, you are. You're living the wrong life. Life is so much easier when people are able to be free. Life is so much easier when you let people be free. Life is great when people are free. And if you are someone that travels the world, you better check your shit, because you go to Thailand and you mess with the quote unquote lady boys, they will fuck you up. All right. So on that note, check your fucking shit, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace, love, and happiness, and respect others.